Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Advanced Wars Days Ruin Tiny Wars replay. Small on bottom right side is the green Davis, we got SylerSK. Small on top left side is the orange Cyrus, we have LucasRyuka. When it comes to the COs, Cyrus of course is technically a custom CO in Days of Ruin. Standard boarding cost 3, 30, 60, 60. Provides all units additional plus 15 plus 15, and of course for his CO power, does revert his CO back to an unleveled status, COs a unweighted unit for no boarding cost, and you get 2 damage per solo that you can target with your choosing. Davis is of course technically a custom CO, because technically he is in the game, but technically he does not have any superpower. Hawk Mother, that's definitely a borrowed trauma reference, I believe. Standard boarding cost, 1 raise, 25.60, 60, so slightly cheaper expansion zone. All units get additional plus 10 plus 10. All ground units in your CO zone get additional 30% defense. And for his superpower, you get the inverse of plus 40% offense. So you got your defense and guess hammer and anvil and the hammer. Got this map. It starts out with a decent number of properties. Oh, I guess they sent him music. Wow, that's really intense for Waylon. Or not Waylon, Davis, who's a bit more of a, not necessarily a coward, but a little bit more panicky in the game. Waylon's the coward. Davis more is just like the average Joe's like, I don't know what's going on. I'm just trying to survive. This map does offer a good number of roads there to exfiltrate out of your base, so bike opener is very common in this map. It is 3 base, 1 airport. And we've got pair infantry this turn. Or Cyrus did go for a recon. He may see it, but unlikely. Just a recon rush over the right side to contest. Waylon, or why do I keep on saying Waylon? Davis has not put any assets in the field. We'll have 13,000 monies to work with, so could go for a battle copter. We'll probably go for a tank up here. It goes for a tank down south. Keeps 3,000 funds in his bank. Going for this property there. Could be interrupted by this bike. It would at least do 1 point of damage. And Davis or Cyrus has gone for tank up here. Paul will be sealing it. Interrupts both of those captures there. Oh yeah, definitely got more than 1 point of damage. Does take a shot against the recon. The problem is, well, if he takes out the bike there with the recon, this infantry unit can get a strike on this bike there. Oh, there's that other bike was in range. Never mind. Does take a good shot there. Hits the bike rather than the infantry unit there, which wastes a bit of funds. That 3 health bike's not going to be great. You do have a tank there. Pulls back both those bikes. Counterattack right here. Battlecopter, pair, or triple infantry. Cyrus will need to get anti-air out relatively soon. Tank, bike, and no anti-air, so it looks like Cyrus going to live a little bit dangerously. tanks push way forward there, get some good hits. This tank is... can range it. Trying to see if it can move right there, but I don't think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, may. Nope. So this tank will have to probably push right there, take a shot, and this tank come clean it up. Not great solution, but a solution. Davis's extra defense really came in handy there, though. Good attacks up north. Battlecopter. And triple infantry and battlecopter. Davis maybe will take up this tank there quite easily. Battlecopter pushing to center. Takes out that tank there, no problem. And of course, this tank probably just fall back. Another tank in reserve, so you can take a shot against this one, which has a good amount of defense to work with. Which just simply has superior firepower as well. Seals a battlecopter and pulls back the tank there onto a city. Triple infantry. Does take some good strikes here. Tank artillery infantry. Tank infantry. That's a good strike there on the bike. Takes that infantry unit there as well, up to 51 energy. Remember as well, his superpower does not give him any defense, just gives him a whole bunch of offense. But right now he's doing very well in offense already. Battlecopter pushed pretty far forward. Cyrus's battlecopter is out of range, so he found a hole there for him to utilize. Another battlecopter pair of infantry. It's the tank there. But now Cyrus's battlecopter in range of Davis's battlecopter, and with CO power have plus 40% firepower. Going captures there. And I think as well, okay, there's another battlecopter there. I was gonna say, if there's nothing there to threaten a battlecopter, you gotta swoop around, take a shot from there, and they'll just be annoying like that. Decides not to pull out super, or does have enough power charge for a superpower now. Of course, I was unable to take out the spike there, so this battlecopter cannot strike the other battlecopter. Does take out Davis's command tank, which is a bit of a problem. Tank infantry bike. Another tank. Artillery, infantry, tank. Interrupts the capture up north. Right now 16,000 versus 14,000 income. It looks like SylerSK gains a lot of good hits there. Can pop a superpower. Won't be able. May want to pull back the battlecopter and deploy something expensive this turn. Maybe medium tank. You can always just reseal another battlecopter. Tank infantry. Artillery straight forward. Tank infantry. Pop superpower there. Did he just hit his own units there? I wonder if the superpower does do friendly fire damage. Wasn't really paying attention to the health beforehand. But does make a good clean sweep there. But got artillery pieces in range, so this 8 health tank will likely be going on down. Tank, bike. 49,000 for 79. Does he kill off that unit there? This, yep, just gets struck by the artillery. That one gets struck by the artillery. We saw that tank there. 60,000, 61 versus 56, so they're still pretty even, and both players are slogging each other. The values are not staying pretty that high at whatsoever, though this is a little bit of a lower income map, particularly for a 3 base. Got it. I didn't memorize the health before, and also I just saw the explosion on top of his own units. And I saw the, when I looked over there, it's like, oh, tank's at 8 health. Wait, did it just do friendly fire damage? My memory right now is not doing all too great. Daylight savings just kicking my butt right now. I hate daylight savings. I really hate daylight savings. Tank infantry. Does take some good damage there. Battlecopter hits that tank. Does finish off that tank there. Of course, Davis does provide extra defense. He has +1 radius, 26 energy out of 25. A lot of these forces are getting pretty close to each other. Battlecopter can strike the battlecopter. And once this battlecopter goes down, Cyrus has no answer to the battlecopter, so that's what interior tank and bike. Good shots there. Does take a Cyrus's tank there. Good counterattack there by Davis. Battlecopter, bike, and bike. 74,000 for 62. Good joins there. And overall pulling back, seals a tank. Interior bike and infantry. Tank, artillery, and infantry. Gets off infantry unit there. Recon artillery and artillery. Hits the bike up north. Bike up north hits the bike and surrounds that bike. Bike and infantry, tank, artillery, pushing all to the left. Cyrus has a nice little battle line of tanks here and anti-air. Tank, tank, and infantry. Takes out some of those units there. That 2 battlecruiser's not going to do all too much though. Drops the capture down south. Battlecopter, bike, bike, bike. Good damage there. Does have excess CO power now. Davis's extra defense would be useful for the counterattack. He did take out the Cyrus's anti-air, so Davis's battle cop is going to reign a bit more supreme. He also popped the super to get an extra firepower. Takes out infantry unit there. Hits the artillery for 1 point of damage. Hits the tank there. I have a good feeling that Davis will go for superpower. The extra firepower will be very useful, particularly with the battlecopters, and help his wounded units push even further. Anti-air tank and bike. Pops superpower. Takes out the anti-air, hits the infantry unit there. Battlecopter strikes the tank there. Takes out the tank there. I just want to point out it does provide defense, offense rather than defense. For those who are just wondering. Battlecopter, infantry, infantry, and infantry. Alright, so less defense now, so Cyrus can get a pretty nice counterattack. Does get a bit of CO power charge there. Takes a little battlecopter. Hits the infantry, interrupts the capture. Right now Cyrus has 15,000 income, Davis has 15,000 income, Cyrus has 19,000 income, so Cyrus does have a good amount of extra income going. Get some good damage up there. The spike has 4 capture blocks remaining, so we'll be capturing that properly next turn. Tank bike. This 1 health battlecopter may just want to join to this 8 health battlecopter, donating what little fuel, ammo, and primarily its level 2 efficiency to that 8 health battlecopter would be very nice. 1 health battlecopter is not going to be all that great. So I use that battlecopter as a bit of a shot blocker. Stops that capture. Anti-air, tank, and bike. Capture this property in the bottom left. Take 2 more turns to capture it. Thanks to that bike. Hits the infantry unit there, gets 3 energy from it, hits the Cyrus's tank. Artillery getting in melee range. They don't have direct fire capability, but mostly just infantry nearby threatened and a single tank. And the extra defense will help weather the hits. Cyrus is up to 44 energy. And the battlecopter is actually going all the way back to base. We're also maybe heading to the airport. I really do think he should have tried merging that 8 health battlecopter earlier, but has not really had the opportunity for it. It's the battlecopter there as well. Anti-air is nearby, but does get struck. Got this anti-air nearby as well. But we'll need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, it's in range, barely. Tank infantry. Insert 92,000 versus 81. Gets that kill there. Has superpower available. Launches it. Yep, no friendly fire damage. Trucks the battlecopter, hits the artillery, and hits the artillery. And Cyrus's, Davis's tank can be surrounded and maybe showed by some artillery next turn. Surrounded with the 4 health infantry unit to go right there. Did re-CO this tank here. Used the 7 health bike there. I think we'll just use the 4 health infantry. Trying to put more properties up north. Does have another tank nearby. Interrupts the capture in the center. Tank infantry. Lots of good damage there. Interrupts the capture. Takes the battlecopter. Does shell the tank there with the artillery and finish off his own tank. That property in the bottom left did in fact get captured. And Cyrus has turned 102,000 field, while Dave starts to turn 52, so he's pretty far behind at the moment. Took some severe losses. Tank infantry. Takes out some of those units there. Good damage on top right, though right now this full health tank will cause some issues with Cyrus. But he's making immense progress in the center here. He may need to get out anti-tank and put it on top of the HQ. And a Davis anti-tank should be nearly indestructible, especially on top of HQ, since it provides what right now plus 60% defense. With the HQ, it will be a plus 100% defense. Be hard to break it. Infantry, tank, battlecopter, and infantry. Positive power there, strikes Davis's command tank. Does strike Davis's command tank there. And looks like it's just going to be a clean sweep for Cyrus. Anti-air bike. And Cyrus, let's go, or Davis, let's go and resign. This hand grade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next street play.